That's the hood where I'm from. But it's bigger than that. We live on a planet, in a solar system, in a universe. Not just on a block. Be aware of that.
What's going on, YouTube? King 2 here. New Alpha Comics in history. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Every day. We putting them out. You know what I'm saying? It's MCU talk right now. You know what I'm saying? About who's the big baddie. You know what I'm saying? You know, who's the next Thanos? You know what I'm saying? Who's it gonna be? You know, everybody already got they guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody already got Kane the Conqueror. You know, some people got Galactus coming up. Some people got Dr. Doom. You know, you got to keep Dr. Doom right there. You know what I'm saying? It's real. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on with the MCU right now. Doctor Strange got Multiverse of Madness Part 2 coming out. I just seen No Way Home. Wow, I'm about to do an old new video on that. Just, I'm saying, it's a lot of stuff going on. But me, I'm talking about the big baddie. You know what I'm saying? You see what I got on. All black everything. King in black. You know what I'm saying? That's who I believe. That's who I believe is the big baddie. The king in black. Knull himself. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know who Knull is, I'm going to spell it out for you. Knull. I advise y'all to look him up. Look him up. You know what I'm saying? Because he's recent. He's recent. He's not an old character. Like, you know, a lot of the Marvel characters are, you know, 50 years old, 60 years old. No. He's a few years old. I'm saying that's it, like 4 years old. That's it. He arrived in 2018 in Venom 4. You know what I'm saying? And before that, before 2019, we already had an origin story on the Symbiotes. You know what I'm saying? The whole Clintar planet, Clintar, they had their own consciousness, they had their own ways, their own thoughts, their own morals and principles and rules they stick by. You know, we thought that everything, they was good people, but they just had bad, some people went astray, some Symbiotes went astray. You know what I'm saying? We never knew the story was like this. You know what I'm saying? But now they changed it all and showed us where it all came from. You know what I'm saying? It came from Knull. And he got a hell of a backstory. You know what I'm saying? And it goes billions of years, way before our universe was even thought of. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this guy he's probably at least 20 billion years old. At least. You know what I'm saying? So, that right there tell you right there that it's something. It's serious. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm telling you is this. I know and I believe that he is going to be coming to the MCU. Now, I believe he's going to be the big baddie because they're setting it up for that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence that Donny Cates, all of a sudden, he gets put in 2018, and his origin story, parts of his origin story show up in MCU movies. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm you know, connect the dots with. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do on my channel. We connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? We do origin stories here. That's what we do. You can't come here if we don't know where it came from. It's not going to be running across this desk. You know what I'm saying? So, and then this is what we're doing right now. Origin stories. You know what I'm saying? And this guy Knull been around before the universe existed. He been around before the Celestials existed. You know what I'm saying? Space was his kingdom, according to him. You know what I'm saying? And when he was around, just laying around in a void of space, just darkness, he loved it. He loved it. He was relaxed. He was in himself, minding his business. And next thing you know, he sees the Celestial. Like what? And that Celestial, you know, Celestials just do what they're programmed to do. You know what I'm saying? They're here to create life. And that's what they do. And so he's looking like, what's this guy? Who is this? And he's making, you know, he's lighting the place up. And that's the first time Knull seen light. And it angered him. You know what I'm saying? And when in his anger, he created the all-black Necro sword. And with it, he cut the Celestial's head off. Now, it may not sound like regular something, like it don't sound like nothing, but we all seen Eternals now. And we all seen Arasham. And this guy's like 1,000,000 miles tall. Right up, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, he has the all power of all everything. You know what I'm saying? This is how powerful these people are. These entities are. And for you telling me that somebody cut this man's head off, and it's not like Knull is like a giant or something. He's not a giant. Knull is average size. He's not even like, you know, he's not like the Hulk or Thanos size. You know, Thanos is 13 feet tall. So I mean, Thanos was massive. This guy is not. He's not massive. So you have to generate way more strength if you're not a big giant like Ancestral, like Galactus is Ancestral size. I mean, they can tangle. You know what I'm saying? Knull is not their size. Now Knull is our size. So for him to be our size, to cut this guy's head off is crazy. And so now I want to talk about, you know, my reasonings for him being in the MCU. You know what I'm saying? They have some of his backstory already there. Like, for instance, you know, in Guardians of the Galaxy, they have a place called Nowhere, and that's Ancestral's head. You know what I'm saying? Ancestral got his head cut off, and they cleaned it out, and now it's habitable, where people live there. It's a city in space, Ancestral's head. And now from the origin story I just gave you, this guy cut Ancestral's head off. So that's the same head that Ancestral got cut off from Knull. You know what I'm saying? So they threw it in there in Guardians of the Galaxy so that you wouldn't even know. Like, you would watch the movie, you'd be like, oh, okay, it's Ancestral. But you're not really thinking, like, wait a minute, if you know anything about Knull, you're like, wait a minute. You won't be able to put two and two together, because you're not, it's an intergalactic movie, it's a space movie. And so you're just like, oh, I don't think, you're not even putting that together, but just think about it. Knull cut the Ancestral's head off. And now that same Ancestral's head is in the MCU movie. And that's not all. So now I'm gonna hit you with something else. Thor 4 Love and Thunder is coming out this year. And we got a character there called Gorr the God Butcher. Now, he is in possession of the same all black knuckle sword that Knull was in possession with, that cut the Ancestral's head off in the first place. So we have the sword that cut the Ancestral head off now in the MCU coming up. So that's 2. You know what I'm saying? And the third one is from Arashon in Eternals. So you have to go watch Eternals. I'm about to talk about Eternals right now. It's crazy, but I'm gonna wait. But Arashon said in Eternals that he gave Cersei the whole rundown of how the universe was created, what the universe is made of, you know, free-flowing energy, building and destroying. He broke it all down. You know what I'm saying? And he also said that they are keeping the universe alive, keeping everything alive by creating life. You know what I'm saying? Without them, the universe falls into darkness and everybody dies. Now that's a call back to Thor Dark World. Nobody liked that movie either. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 movies that nobody liked. Dark World and Eternals. That's really telling the origin stories of the MCU. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you, just because you don't like a movie, movies have stories in them, and that you need to understand. In Dark World, we had the Dark Elves, where what they wanted, they was around before the universe, so they wanted darkness. They didn't like the light. Same thing with Knull. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into that too, but for the most part, Knull, you know, after he cut the Ancestral's head off, he went to war with the Ancestrals. They banned him. They banished him. And the Ancestrals, they couldn't kill him. He can't die. Knull cannot die. He will reassemble. He will not die. So therefore, they couldn't do nothing with him. So what the Ancestrals do is they're so powerful that they can literally just take the space that you're in. You don't even got to be around them. They can just take a whole space up of you, whatever you at, and take you and put you somewhere else. That's just how they are. That's how powerful they are. And so they banished him to the void. well, they didn't even know that. That's where he's from. And so he flourished there. That's where he used the necro sword and used the cosmic energy off the Cestral's head that he cut off and formulated it. And now that sword became something serious. He formulated some armor, some all black armor, and went hunting. You know what I'm saying? Took everything out. Went to war with creation. And it's just crazy. You go to war with creation. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're dealing with here. You know what I'm saying? You know, he himself, you know, had that sword killing everybody. But obviously when you take on too much, I don't care who you are, you're gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? And he fell because he took on too many people and too much. And he got defeated. And somebody stole his weapon. And now we're gonna get it. I've already spoke about who stole the weapon, who got the weapon. So that's how his weapon got displaced. Him losing the battle. You know, even after that, when he didn't have the necro sword no more, he found out that he can formulate life forms. He could use his life force to take life forms and control them. Once he figured that out, he just straight hoarded a whole planet, whole hive mind of Symbiotes. You know what I'm saying? And he was just the king and the god of all of that. He could see, I don't care if you was billions of miles away, he can still see what you see. You know what I'm saying? He sent his top, you know what I'm saying, hitter out, his dragon, and his dragon went to Earth and got defeated by Thor. And when his dragon got defeated, he lost his connection with the Symbiotes. And at that point, that's when the Symbiotes started taking up human hosts and started getting into the light, and then they started turning good. And then they literally erased their whole past and made a whole new past of Klintar being a planet and being all this moral compass and all that stuff. That's stuff we knew about. Like, oh, Klintar, yeah, boom, boom, boom. But no, they protected their secret that they came from Knull. And then Knull found out about all this, and they swarmed on Knull. And now come to find out, Klintar was a cage. The name Klintar means cage in their language, and that the whole Klintar was nothing but a bunch of Symbiotes, like a rubber band that's holding Knull in a prison. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They holding him in a prison. The whole planet was holding him in a prison. So that just tell you what's going on with Knull. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, we got out of that. Things is just getting heated up. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about Eternals because Eternals brought a lot of stuff in the air. Like, I wouldn't have never thought Knull would be the big baddie if I didn't see Eternals. Because he was just too powerful for the MCU. You know what I'm saying? He's ripping Century in half. If you're ripping Century in half, then you're definitely too powerful for anybody. You lay one hand on any of these Avengers, they all gone. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't, there's no way he could fight them. They can't fight him. So when I see Eternals, they put Arishem in it, Ancestral in it. So therefore, you see Ancestral, you automatically know that the power levels is crazy. The power levels is crazy. So therefore, you know that, therefore, anything goes now. If they're putting Arishem and Ancestrals in it, then that means anything goes. And what he said, that's when I got my opinion of Knull. When he said the darkness. They fighting against darkness. And so there we have it. Like I said, but I got a gripe with the people that rated Eternals a terrible movie. Rotten Tomatoes. You know, they said that, you know, basically got the worst rating of all time. I'm saying, why? I watched the movie. It was a great movie. You know what I'm saying? But people that didn't even watch the movie on Rotten Tomatoes, you know what I'm saying, gave it a bad rating. Why is that? Because they got the Q community in it? Because Fasto's got a husband that had nothing to do with the movie? That's just what he had. He had a husband. Okay. He had a son too. You got a problem with that? It's like, I don't understand. But The second thing I think really hurt people and really bothered people and really rubbed people the wrong way was the creation story in Eternals. You know, a lot of people was like, religious out here, and they believe a certain thing, and they don't want to see on TV or on a movie somebody saying that this happened. I'm saying that when it comes on, the first crawl of Eternals, it's telling you that Arashon was around before the universe, and he made the universe that we live in. You know what I'm saying? It was a straight Genesis story, but it didn't have anybody that they think is familiar. It was a whole new band of creators. You know what I'm saying? And so that rubbed people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? They went against the creation of God. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't like that. But what I'm telling you is, as a comic book reader, we understand those things. You know what I'm saying? We understand levels. We understand that Captain America is from Earth. Captain America is a Christian. He knows that. He's from Earth. He believes in the Earth, you know what I'm saying, origins. He believes in Christianity because he's from Earth. You know what I'm saying? But we know one thing is for sure. One thing is definitely for sure, is that Thanos is not from Earth. Thanos knows more about the cosmic life and origins of life than Captain America. You know what I'm saying? So we know that Christianity and all in the universe. It's just an Earth thing. You understand what I'm saying? We understand that as a comic book reader. You know what I'm saying? We understand that infinity and eternity, they know way more about life and everything than Captain America does. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's just his belief. That's what it all comes down to, a belief. But we understand it reading comics. We understand that it's different levels of things. We understand I could buy a comic full of deities, full of cosmic powered deities, gods, fighting each other, whatever they want to do. I'll buy a comic about that. But I could also buy a Punisher comic. You know what I'm saying? He got a machine gun and he's shooting people. That's the beauty of comics. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty. That is the beauty of comics right there. And Kevin Feige and Marvel, they're putting that right on TV, right in front of us. And that's the greatest thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? That's the greatest thing smoking. And people need to chill out, relax, and enjoy it, and stop criticizing and stop trying to get stuff the way they want it. Just let it go. It's all agendas. Every movie that come out, it's a hidden message in it. And that's something that we're definitely gonna break down. Because I told you on this channel, we're breaking down everything. We're going all the way with it to the origins. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is a lot of interconnected movies that's not even Marvel movies that's connected to these Marvel movies. And we're going to get into that. And this is what we do. But bottom line is, I believe Knull is going to be the big baddie. I don't believe King the Conqueror is going to be the big baddie because he lost the timeline. You know what I'm saying? He lost the timeline. He don't control the timeline no more. So therefore, that don't make him all powerful, all knowing and stuff like that no more. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's still powerful, but he's, you know what I'm saying? He's just a man now. He's just a man with technology now. So I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough to hold off, a new Avengers team. No. I think that a new Avengers team needs to go against something heavy. And something very heavy is Knull. You know what I'm saying? This guy can fight Cestrials. He's billions of years old. You know what I'm saying? He's super strong. He's the god of the symbiotes. We got Venom now and going on. We got Venom in the MCU now. You know what I'm saying? Or at least a symbiote of Venom in the MCU right now. We got God the God Butcher in the MCU. We got the all black Necrosaur in the MCU. We got a cut off head of a Cestral in the MCU. We got everything from Knull in the MCU except for Knull himself. Trust me, he's coming. Because Galactus is not coming. Because listen, Galactus, he was alive at the end of his universe. And so, just imagine that. They tell us that our universe is going to end in about 7-8 billion years. But imagine somebody that's going to be around 7-8 billion years, that's going to actually have to witness the destruction of the universe. That's what Norman Rad did. He experienced being the last one to see the end of the universe. You know what I'm saying? It's terrifying. That's something that's terrifying. And but he tried his best to stop it. He strapped this ship up, whatever he had, and went right toward that fire. And it worked for him because him and eternity both merged together in death and came out the back of the end of that universe into our universe. You know what I'm saying? And they merged and you know, and he was incubating. You know what I'm saying? Incubating, you know, getting powered up. You know, probably took billions of years for that. And the Watcher seen him, and the Watcher could have destroyed him. But the Watcher said, no, I'm not going to destroy him because we're going to need him. We need him to save the universe. We need him to keep the universe intact. And you know what? He was right, because Galactus, he feeds on ancestral seeds. And he keeps the Cestrials in check. So obviously, we've seen what Arasham said in Eternals, where he said he plants seeds in planets. And whatever life form is on the planet, the Cestral has to sit for 1 million years, gathering up all the cosmic, you know, energy from whoever's on the planet. Especially if it gets overpopulated, then it's time for it to hatch. And it hatches and destroys the planet. You know what I'm saying? So what Galactus does, he goes in there and feeds on the Cestral seeds so that he can keep the population in check, keep the Cestral's population in check. Without that, we have nothing but Cestrals running around and it'd be over. It's done. The universe is over. You know what I'm saying? So Galactus that's why I say Galactus can't be the big baddie, because he just, you know, he can't be destroyed. If he be destroyed, then it's over. But like I said, Marvel, they take people power levels, they take people's agendas, and they change them. So only way Galactus is going to be the big bad if they change his agendas and change his power level and make it something else. Now, if they do that, all bets is off. Galactus could be the big bad, but I doubt it very much. But I know we're going to see Galactus, but I don't think he's going to be the big bad. He's going to just be somebody that's a rival to the Cestrals. But I believe the big bad of the whole thing is Knull, because I just told you all the things I said. And when you get in there, boy, it's going to be curtains. That's what I'm talking about. This. And like I said, this ain't all we're going to talk about. No, we're going to break down a lot. You know what I'm saying? We're going to break down King the Conqueror. We're going to break down God the God Butcher. I want a whole video on God the God Butcher. And Thor, Love and Thunder. I want to make a video about that, period. And I will. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to get this out there. Let everybody know the King is here. You know what I'm saying? The King is definitely here. The King in black is definitely going to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm representing. I got my black on. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Big bad is going to be Knull, God of the Symbiotes. Remember that. Remember where it came from. All right? You know what I'm saying? New Alpha Comics and History. King 2, out.